You've got to be kidding, Tenko! How could Ueki have lost his sacred weapon?
Sorry, it's true. See for yourself. These 10 eyes of mine allow me to measure the power levels of Celestials, and none of them are lit up at the moment. I'm afraid there's no clearer proof than that.
Episode 44, The Law of Ueki's Level 2. Sano couldn't even move anymore. You didn't have to finish him off like that.
But he could still talk. I have no interest in your feeble sense of justice. Kurogane!
You know how to get it?
There's only one way?
The one and only way for you to attain your level 2 is for you to abandon your sacred weapons.
Huh? What are you talking about, old man? Why should we trust you anyway?
I trust you.
Yeah, that's right. What? You trust this guy?
I've come to like this old man, and I really don't think he'd lie to me.
But, Kosuke?
So, how am I supposed to do this anyway?
I'm only gonna say this once, so listen. The level 2 power is only attainable after you've completely mastered your celestial level 1 power. For you, that happens to be the power to change trash into trees. But you must also experience a desire to get stronger that comes from the very core of your being. Because you happen to be a celestial, you have the power to produce the sacred weapons that you've always possessed, in addition to the power that was granted to you by your candidate sponsor. So far, you've managed to win battle after battle by successfully combining those two powers. But the flip side is that all this time you've been relying on those sacred weapons and haven't used your given power to its full potential. You still haven't mastered the power to change trash into trees.
So what you're saying is he has to try and learn to master using both of his celestial powers at the same time, right?
It's not that simple. To be able to successfully master and control two celestial powers simultaneously is something only a few prodigies have accomplished. Robert's one of them.
Huh? Then what about Kosuke?
Well, basically, he hasn't attained his level 2 yet because he's been so focused on getting his sacred weapons. Understand?
Yeah, most of it.
Most of it?
What it comes down to is that if you really want to get your level 2, you have to temporarily abandon all of your sacred weapons and focus on mastering your power to change trash into trees.
Okay, that doesn't sound very hard. I'll just have to do it quickly before we go up against Baro in the next match.
You don't get it.
Huh?
There are maybe only 6 or 7 people left in the third round who have attained their level 2 powers. In other words, it's not exactly an easy thing to do. It requires a great deal of time and effort. You can't just train for a couple of days and hope to attain your level 2, you idiot.
You're right.
Although, I can think of one possibility. In a battle. If you could sharpen your skills in a full-fledged battle, you might have a chance of attaining your level 2.
But that's crazy!
Yeah, he's right. I wouldn't really recommend it.
I'll do it.
Huh?
You will?
Well, it's not like I have any other choice, right? I've got to do it.
Did you hear him? You've got to fight without the use of your sacred weapons, you know.
I'm still doing it.
If you're that determined, then nothing's gonna stop you.
Hey, wait just a minute! Say he gets his level 2. What's the point if he's got to abandon his sacred weapons?
Take it easy. It's only temporary. He'll get them back.
Huh?
I'm transferring Ueki's celestial power.
Oh, what the?
You're free to transfer his sacred weapons back to him whenever you want, but you'd better be absolutely certain that he's attained his level 2 before you do. If you return them to him before he accomplishes that, he will forever become incapable of getting his level 2.
So you mean I can't just transfer the sacred weapons back and try again?
This can only be done one time. If you ever tried to do it again, there's no way you would survive. That's how serious this whole process is.
I didn't realize.
So you're saying if Kosuke's having trouble in a fight and I give him back his sacred weapons, he'll never be able to get his level 2?
Exactly.
I'm making this promise man to man. I'm definitely gonna get my level 2. The power to change trash into trees.
Tenko, are you telling us the truth?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
That's so crazy!
Honestly, is he nuts?
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, but your trees are no match for my sacred weapons. Gulliver!
Wait till he gets his level 2? That's gotta be the worst plan I ever heard! You do know he's up against the Celestial Team leader, right?
Honestly, you've got to give back Ueki's sacred weapons or he's not gonna make it!
Kurogane!
Come on!
Tenko!
I think he can do it!
Ueki!
Kosuke!
So, you used a wooden ramp to deflect my cannonball. Well, it'll take more than a trick like that to defeat me.
No way! Hey, look out!
Kosuke!
What are you doing, Ueki? Why won't you use your sacred weapons?
Wait. Don't tell me Ueki's...
No, Ueki.
Well, it looks like you really can't use your sacred weapons.
Thanks for believing in me, Tenko.
You really are gonna attain your level 2 power, aren't you?
Yeah. After all, I did make a promise.
Level 2. I see. You abandoned your sacred weapons. That was awfully foolish, but it's not my problem.
Kurogane!
What is this guy's power? The power to change trash into trees! There's just no end to them.
I wonder, why do you want your level 2 so bad that you'd abandon all your sacred weapons? If you lose this match, you'll have also lost any chance of achieving your objective. It seems to me like someone needs to get their priorities straight. Mash!
Oh no!
I'll do my best to reveal his power. Let's just hope that your name comes up on the final roulette.
Ueki!
understand, the objective of your team is to rescue your candidate sponsors from the underworld. But I'm beginning to wonder if Ueki's really committed to achieving that objective.
Don't say that! Of course he is! Can't you see that even if he can get through the third round as an 8-star Celestial, there's no point if he's not strong enough to defeat Hanan and rescue Mr. K and the others? So don't!
That's exactly what I'm saying. If he can't get past the third round, it makes his other objectives totally meaningless. If I was in Ueki's position, here's what I'd do. I'd submit to Hanan as an 8-star Celestial and go and fight for him. And then at the end, when he's victorious, I'd convince him to rescue Mr. K and the others from the underworld as a reward for my loyalty.
Submit to Hanan? Are you crazy?
Why not? That's obviously the easiest and most practical way of being certain you achieve your objective. Can't you see that? Because he chose to go it alone, Ueki has been defeated. Now he has no hope of being able to save those candidate sponsors.
Ueki.
Huh?
What the?
I'm not finished yet. I'm gonna beat you, and I'm definitely gonna get my level 2!
Yeah! Get him! Go for it!
You're in no condition to do much of anything. Not only have you abandoned your sacred weapons, but you don't even know what my power is yet. What makes you think that you can defeat me?
I hate to admit it, but I think he's right.
What?
Ha! I've got it, Borrow. Honestly, it's completely clear to me what your power is.
What? Since when did it suddenly become your role to do that?
What do you care?
So,
You're just
you
jealous.
say you know what my power is.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell everyone exactly what it is. Your power is the power to replicate. Ha! In other words, all you're doing is replicating your sacred weapons. The fact that all you've been using is your Kurogane is proof of that. Hey! What's so funny?
I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Your explanation doesn't quite cover it. If I'm simply replicating my secret weapons, how do you explain that I can make them come from several different angles?
I knew it. I thought it was too good to be true.
Well, it was a pretty good guess, but unfortunately...
It's deja vu, right?
Huh?
Sorry. I guess I must have passed out.
Sano!
Oh, are you all right?
Yeah.
So, what's this deja vu thing?
Let's see. Have you ever felt like you've already seen something? Or like you've done something before? Well, that's deja vu. In other words, his power is the power to change an image from the past into current reality. That's your power, isn't it? Borrow, what you've been doing is changing the image of a sacred weapon you've already launched into current reality. Like the double Kurogane that got me. It followed the exact same trajectory as the one you fired earlier. That's when I figured it out.
Oh, that's what deja vu is.
That's right. In a sense, his sacred weapons can pull off their own deja vu.
But that's only a theory you came up with, right? Isn't it possible that the two shots just happen to have the same trajectory?
Hey, Hideyoshi.
Yeah?
You said something about Borrow's power before that got me thinking.
Huh? What'd I say?
It was something about the fact that he only uses his Kurogane.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's that got to do with anything?
It just seems a little strange. Why would you keep firing the Kurogane, which is a weaker weapon, when you could be launching a much more effective attack using your pick? I'll bet this guy probably hasn't even used a pick, a Ranma, or a Namihana, has he?
Now that you mention it, yeah. So far, he's only used the Kurogane, Gulliver, and the Mash.
Then that's all the proof we need that he changes images from the past into current reality. To use the pick, Ranma, or Namihana, the fighter must remain attached to the weapon. And if he were to recreate that type of attack from the past, he would also have to recreate an image of himself as part of those weapons.
Right! The attack from the past can't be changed, so the present move won't be any different.
So in other words, if we can just remember how he attacked in the past, we'll be able to anticipate what he'll do in the present.
I really am quite impressed. You hit the nail on the head. My sacred weapons are capable of deja vu.
Huh? He doesn't even seem to care!
But the fact that you know now doesn't really matter to me at all. Take a look and see for yourself. Ueki's already in pretty bad shape. You regained consciousness a little too late. It doesn't matter what you gotta say to him anymore, 'cause it's not gonna help him.
Sano believed I could beat you, and he risked his life to try and figure out the secret of your power to help me do it. He regained consciousness to tell me what he knew. How can you say that it doesn't matter?
Kobayashi! One of the guards just told me that Ueki voluntarily abandoned all of his sacred weapons in order to attain his level 2.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? That's all you have to say?
He'll be fine.
Huh?
I just know he's gonna make it. I gotta say, though, this sure is getting interesting. I mean, if he gets his level 2, he's really gonna turn this whole battle completely upside down.
Completely upside down? What exactly do you mean by that?
I'm not telling.
Come on, don't tease me!
Okay, if you clean the toilet today, I'll tell you. Okay, all right, I'll tell you! You sure are learning how to play the game.
Yeah, thanks to you.
When it comes to powers, Ueki's power to change trash into trees is fundamentally different from anyone else's power in the entire tournament. Or hadn't you noticed?
Well, I guess compared to most of the other powers, it seems kinda... Well, how should I say this? It just seems weaker than the rest.
You could say that. In fact, you could say it's the weakest. However...
Tenko. Huh? You told us that we should believe in Ueki,
Yeah?
but that's about the same as doing nothing. Honestly, how can we all just stand around here trying to control our emotions while our friend gets a tar beat out of him right in front of us? We can pat ourselves on the back and say things like, just believe in him, but isn't his life 100 times more important than that?
It's over, Ueki.
Think I'm finished? This is only over when I say it's over. Do it!
Tenko, we can still win this thing even without Ueki's level 2. I know it. We can defeat Hanan. I'll bet my life on it. So come on.
The power to change an image from the past into current reality.
Do something! Come on!
If it weren't for you guys and all your whining, I wouldn't be breaking my promise! Oh no! It's too late!
The power to change trash into trees.
Huh? What do you mean exactly? How is the power to change trash into trees so fundamentally different from all the other powers?
Think about it. There's the power to change towels into iron, your opponent into a lover of eyeglasses, beads into bombs, and portraits into voices. You see, every power has its own change, but they all follow a linear pattern, from point A to point B. That's the way it works in this battle.
Right.
But Ueki's power works a little differently. He can change trash into trees, but he can also take a piece of those trees and use it as trash to create more trees.
That's crazy.
It's true. His power is the only one that's not linear. He has the ability to recycle his power. And his level 2 power is to take that same recycling principle and apply it to his opponent's power. Whatever that may be, it doesn't matter how much his opponent may change things from A to B. His level 2 will force it to return back to A. In other words, it's the power of reversal. It's the power to reverse the basic operating principles of every power used in these battles.
It can't be. It's not like he blocked my attack. He totally eliminated it.
That's his level 2. Ueki has finally attained his level 2.
I get it. My level 2 is the power to change my opponent's power back to its original state.
Yeah, that's right. Baro's multiple sacred weapon power is all about changing an image from the past into current reality. So when Ueki engaged his level 2, all Baro's sacred weapons from the past were eliminated.
He sure cut that close. Another second and I would have given him back his sacred weapons and then he would have never attained it.
I just can't believe an incredible level 2 like that was concealed by such an inferior power.
Lately, I've been thinking that maybe Ueki wasn't so oblivious when he picked his power after all. That it wasn't just chosen by chance.
Wait, do you think he knew all along?
No, I don't think that was it at all. But I do think that perhaps from the very beginning, he was able to understand the true potential of the power to change trash into trees on an instinctual level.
Then that must be the reason he chose it.
Now, the only question is, what's he gonna do with the power he's been given?
From A to B back to A? It's so totally amazing, I don't even get it! The question is, how will Ueki be able to handle it? After all, the one Ueki's up against is Baro, who has a disturbing past that he can't do anything about. So, do you think you can beat Baro, or not?
Next time, the law of the past attack. I don't throw anything away.